The battle for 25K continues as Bitcoin is consolidating tighter and tighter within this bullish ascending triangle pattern. We are going to be talking about exactly what is going on, as well as those key levels you need to be looking out for. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the most accurate cryptocurrency updates here. So let's get into this Bitcoin price action. As you can see, the battle for 25K is real. We are consolidating within this ascending triangle pattern, which basically means we have a diagonal support. Every time we come down, we are making a higher low, but every time we come up to this horizontal zone of resistance, we are absolutely making a flat top, right? This level is acting as resistance many times, and this is a bullish pattern. When we see this happening, every time we hit into a resistance, it shows that the level is getting weaker and weaker, looking for a breakout to the upside. But let's talk about what is happening locally. Why are we consolidating so tightly right here? Well, we are simply trading a sideways range. As you can see right here, if we pull some volume in this range and we mark out some key zones of support and resistance, the price action is simply just respecting the key levels locally in the range. And this is going to happen a lot when we see patterns, when we see consolidation. This is actually what's going to give us entries into trades so that we can get into a trade from a good entry before a big move happens. In fact, these are two levels that we were looking at yesterday in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. You can see the box up here as well as the box down here. That is how I was able to actually get into the long trade literally from the bottom, as well as the short trades that I was showing in the beginning literally from the top. It's because we were ready and prepared for these levels. And for that reason, guys, I am also looking for some other very important things to happen right now, because as we know, this is a very bullish pattern on the chart, but we need to also be aware of the key levels of support and resistance that are above and below us, because if we can be aware, then we can get into a good trade. If this pattern is going to break out bullishly, we want to be able to get into a long from a place where we know we have a good entry, a good risk to reward ratio. We don't want to be the people that take a long after the breakout just for Bitcoin to start to get a pullback, right? Also, we don't want to be the people who take a short down here just for people to start to get a bounce. So we're going to put some more levels on the chart. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we gave both of these scalp levels yesterday in the live stream where we were doing some live scalping, we gave the long from 24,481. Currently, the long trade that I am still in right now, we gave the short setup from 25,222. Which is basically the level we are short from right now. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper to join the thriving community. Also, guys, if you want to take advantage of this volatility on ByBit, you could check out the promotion. We're having 0% limit fees. If you sign up, if you deposit $100, you get a month free of our Crypto Fusion trading bot. For more information on the bot, go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Click the link Jason Casper Trading Bot to learn about this amazing tool. Also, guys, 20% discount on all our trading courses. If you actually want to start doing this right with a system, check it out if you're tired of just gambling away your money. Okay, so what are the major zones that we need to be aware of right now? Clearly, we are coming down to a major zone of support, which is the level we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord after getting a rejection from this green box of resistance, also the level that was given. Here's what is happening. We are consolidating within this triangle. So what is probably going to happen here is we are going to get an unexpected move that's going to catch a lot of traders off guard. First of all, we need to be aware of the fact that as we are consolidating in this triangle, we are actually printing some pretty bearish divergences here, right? Let's not get overexcited. We have to be realistic and say, look, as we are consolidating within this range, and even more so as we are seeing Bitcoin make higher highs across higher term timeframes like this, we are seeing market Cipher B give us some pretty bearish looking divergences. The money flow is actually getting lower over time, and locally the momentum waves are getting lower over time, right? And this is just objectively speaking the bearish upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, right? Man boobs are getting lower over time, the money flow getting lower over time. That is exactly what is happening right now. So we need to be objective about this. Also, other people are saying potentially this could be a bearish rising wedge. So we need to be aware of some potential some very potential bearish things that are happening right now on the chart. But however, if we go back here and just put on some other local levels of support and resistance, this is basically what I am looking at, okay? We are trading within a sideways range, and we also know that we're trading within this ascending triangle pattern. If we take a look at the Fibonacci golden pocket pulled from the low of the range to the high, we see something very interesting. We have a lot of confluence right here at this trend line that's been respected twice. We have the value area low of the range as well as the Fibonacci golden pocket as well as the retest of this trend line right here. And so if we're looking at this as a bullish pattern and we are looking to want to take a long potentially a breakout to 30K, which, by the way, I am expecting if we break this triangle that we are going to see $30,000. We would want to be looking for a potential entry down in this zone right here, right? Because this is clear support. When we are looking at sideways ranges, the price is always trying to establish a fair value. And the fair value is determined by where were most people willing to buy and sell the asset. And we can see right here, based on our volume, most people for the past few days since last Wednesday were willing to buy and sell Bitcoin between the prices of $24,000 and about $25,000, which means when we come back down to the $24,000 region where we have this nice confluence, it's actually considered a cheap price locally. So if we are going to get that big push to the upside, this would be a place to look. We also have to be prepared for a potential break of this triangle to the downside because we do have some bearish divergences forming. And in that case, what I would be looking for is that $22,800 zone. And the reason why is because if we take a look at all the volume that has traded since January 20th, now we can see that the most volume was actually traded down in this zone. So really for me, longs right now, the two major zones are going to be between that $24,000 area right here, and then coming down here, I would say this is a bigger zone. We can be aware of 22.2 to basically $23,000. We have multiple levels here. Now, let's also talk about levels to the upside that we need to be aware of right now. If we do get the break, we are coming right into our Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. And let's just go ahead quickly and show you where we actually got this Fibonacci from, right? Because this is very key. Right now, as we are about to break out of this triangle, we know that we have very technical targets here. The technical targets are going to basically be bringing us around this $30,000 zone. But if we take the Fibonacci from the last high we made in May and we pull it down to the low that we made here back in December, we can see that we are coming right up to this Fibonacci golden pocket. Now, this could give us some unexpected resistance. We could see a big move up and then some kind of a basically range and then a rejection from here. This is something we really need to be aware of, especially since as we're looking at these higher term timeframes, there is a very real potential here that we are going to be printing the bearish upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man-boo pattern on some of these higher timeframes like the daily timeframe. Right? This is very important. We don't want to be caught off guard. We don't want to be caught with our shorts down around our ankles when we were shorting. Now, this Fibonacci golden pocket, as a lot of you know, the 618 Fibonacci level, she was my high school crush, okay? Here's a picture of her right here. Her name was 6 Juanita. I had a huge crush on her. I tried to ask her out on a date, but I thought she was into me. It turns out I was in what's called the friend zone, okay? So when I asked her out, she absolutely rejected me. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face, she gave me the lips, she gave me the nose, she gave me the hair, she gave me the eyebrows, and boom, as you can see right here, oh, a punch in the gut, rejection. How could she? It's my first heartbreak. Boom, all these purple candles just coming at me. Well, turns out she rejected me because her hot cheerleader friend was standing there watching, and she was too embarrassed to say yes to my romantic inquiry while her hot cheerleader friend doing some upside down handstand was watching. Now look at the hot cheerleader friend. Look at her butt cheeks here. Notice anything about them? Right. Crooked and uneven, resembling very much so what market Cipher B is looking like right now on the daily time frame. That is called a bearish divergence. When the price is getting higher and momentum and money flow is getting lower, that is called a bearish divergence. So this is something that we really do need to be aware of. And here's the thing, we're just being objective here, right? We're being objective. We're marking out those key levels and making plans so that we are not caught unaware regardless of what happens. We have plans if price goes up. We have plans if price goes down. That is how we are able to mark out these zones on the chart and then take the long trade when the opportunity arises, and then also take the short trade when the opportunity arises, right? Guys, that is it for today's video. We are going to get volatile this week as New York opens Make sure to pay attention. Make sure to have a plan in advance. Don't be taking trades blindly. Don't be chasing price. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I do pray you are very blessed in many ways. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.